All right. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Sweet, sweet. Anyway, hello there, folks. It's Nerdy John here today with another live episode of Nerdy Live. Nerdy in the morning, to be specific. And for those of you listening, on Spotify, this is being broadcast live on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, just type in nerdyjohn.to2 on YouTube and hit subscribe to the channel. And for those of you on YouTube, you can now listen to the podcast on Spotify. Simply just type in Nerdy in the Morning, and then you can find the live show over there. Great, I know, right? If you want to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so. You can follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok. You know, we're trying to make moves here. We're almost to 1 fucking K, baby. And I am super excited for that. Not even gonna lie. Like, super, super excited. A lot went on yesterday. We had an amazing show with Dead on Dave and Nicholas Diorio over on the Dead on Dave channel. It was a fan-fucking-tastic, let me tell you, good sirs. Like, oh my god, like, I never thought I would be working with Nick, but let me tell you, it was awesome. It was really awesome to do so. Deaf Noodles, ladies and gentlemen, Deaf Noodles is trying to sue Keemstar. He publicly filed a lawsuit, announced in his video that he is going to be suing Keem. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what is he suing Keemstar over? Well, folks, don't worry. Thanks to Tipster for making the edits necessary to keep all public information private to the document. We actually have the document right here on his Twitter. Plaintiff Dennis Feitosa, through his attorneys, complains of the defendant Daniel M. Keem as follows. This action arises out of the defendant's entirely fabricated statements that underage girls accused plaintiff of grooming. Plaintiff's victims, which gave the clear implication that the plaintiff was engaged in pedophilic activities, or the subject of accusations of engaging in pedophilic grooming, the defendant has admitted these were complete fabrications. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the Deaf Noodles lore, here's the thing that happened with that, right? The thing that happened was, at the time, Deaf Noodles was known for covering fake rape stories and fake grooming stories, and he would post them like they were true. And so what happened was Keemstar made a joke tweet about that, and who said it? Nick actually said on the live stream last night that like this was like 2 days away from being a year old, which is like the statute of limitations when it comes to when it comes to filing for defamation, I believe. And I don't think I need to tell you that Keemstar was pulling a prank. He was you know, he was doing what Keemstar does best, and he was doing a little bit of a troll. Now, does this have any standing in court? That would be interesting to see. Sure, they're filing for this, but is this going to make it all the way to a judge? I don't know. I don't know, if I'm being quite honest. If it does, I mean, I think all Keem has to do is, well, the thing is, I'm not a legal expert, right? I've never been in court. But, like, I would imagine all Keem would have to do is just like show a compilation reel of all the times Deaf Noodles has gotten a rape story wrong, Like, Your Honor, he's accusing me of doing the same shit he does. Also, I'm a bit under the weather, so I apologize for the sniffling. Jurisdiction proper because the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000, and the parties are citizens of different states. Plaintiff being a citizen of California, and the defendant being a citizen of New York. Oh my God! Why is he suing for this much? Wait, what does this say? Yeah, I want to read this right here. Plaintiff is a popular YouTube personality who posts content under the name Deaf Noodles. Plaintiff also posts on his Twitter and other social media accounts. Defendant is popular YouTube personality who posts content under the name Keemstar. Defendant also posts on his Twitter and other social medias. Plaintiff and defendant are direct competitors in the social media influencer industry. These statements are a complete utter fabrication. There is no allegations. Of course there's no allegations. That was the joke, my guy. That was the joke. You know, for being someone who supposedly studied as a comedian, he knows very little about comedy. Like the jokes just fly over his head, and he apparently is the arbiter of what is and what isn't a joke. You gotta love that about the guy. We always love people on the internet that constantly try to police the humor. I mean, we love them all, right, folks? We absolutely love them. Those who read and commented on the Twitter account clearly understood it as stating actual visible facts about plaintiff. No, I'm pretty sure everyone got the joke, but the stupid terminally online people. And no one takes what they say seriously anyway. Lawsuit. Oh, my quantum sense is correct? No, don't worry. Quantum TV's not suing me yet, you know. But if you want to prepare for legal funds ahead of time, you can donate to my Stream Elements link in the description below. Plaintiff has also received direct messages and tweets asking him to comment on the false allegations in the tweet. Well, my guess is the only people who believe these are real accusations are probably his audience. Is that far? I think the only, like, I'm being serious. I think the only people who genuinely believe these accusations would be like T people and people from like H3H3 and his community. I think those would be like the only types of people that would engage in believing in any of these quote unquote accusations. Let's see. Subject at pedophilia. The day the tweet, a user with the Twitter handle tweeted, hopefully picks up on this. Can't have another pedo running around the platform. My guess is that was a joke. But like, this is the thing. This is the thing. Like, the joke itself was, you make false accusations all the time. Let's make one about you. That was the joke. That was the joke. I'm not even saying the joke was funny, but that was the joke. But anyway, it continues. Plaintiff has suffered a reputational injury as the result of false and defamatory of the false and defamatory tweet. So wait, are you saying this one tweet is why you can't grow on YouTube? Because I think he's been kind of stuck in the water for a while. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he's in a pretty comfortable position in the water, especially where I'm standing in the water. But Yeah, he's stuck in it. He's been stuck around the same size for quite a bit, I think. I know when Nick Internet Unwind and Craig Beckett did their videos on him, that took a massive hit to his subscriber count and growth. However, I'm pretty sure he recovered from that by now. At least you think he would. One second, I'm gonna get a drink of water. But yeah, like how's one tweet from a year ago really affecting your bottom line? I'm just wondering that. How is a tweet from a year ago affecting his bottom line? Apparently, realizing that he was going to be sued for defamation, defendant then engaged in an ill-fated and thinly veiled attempt to preemptively argue that that tweet everyone understood as a legit report regarding the plaintiff's victim is a sex crime. He kept posting nonstop fake pedo stories on YouTubers, so I posted this tweet to mock him. There he goes. He admits right there that it's a joke. He admits right there. This is a joke. That I'm mocking him. Well, it says it right there, plain and simple, that it's a joke. Most people don't even. Most people didn't even see the tweet. Yeah. I forgot. This is the truth. I forgot Keemstar made that joke. I legitimately forgot he did. And the fact that, like, oh, this is ruining my reputation. This is ruining the Grape Death Noodles reputation. Remember, this dude went from, oh, haha, I'm a guy in a Minecraft house, to, oh, I'm a Boston asshole. I'm a Boston asshole, guys. You gotta like me now, because I'm an asshole. This motherfucker can't keep his quote-unquote character consistent. Like, dude, like obviously, if you're an online persona, you tend to like hype up and like exaggerate your personality a bit online, so that way you can seem more entertaining to the audience, right? But like these characters just never worked, because he tried to have his cake and eat it too, because he's like, oh yeah, the news I cover is only satire, it's not real. Meanwhile, guys, here's a pedophile story, here's a rape story that I have no validity, like there's no proof that it's actually real, but I'm gonna peddle it like it's real. Dude sucked the privates of H3H3 for quite a long fucking time, might I add, just so that way he could be on the show for one episode. And it's because usually Trisha did that episode with Ethan, but now she's gone. But yeah, let's continue. Let's continue reading this. So, seeing responses to the tweet taking it seriously, defendant nearly 8 months later issued the confession claiming everyone knew it was a joke. I mean, yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, the intelligent people in the room, the non-door lickers, were the ones, yes, this was a joke. He didn't even have credibility before the tweet. A ton of people disliked him before, and the tweet changed nothing because people already disliked him, didn't care, and his followers didn't see it. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like this didn't, this, like, and again, the joke was, you push fake stories, so let me do a fake story. That, like, again, Deaf Noodles, everyone. Studied comedy. But defendant knew that people did not read it as a joke, as evidenced by the responses. Oh my god. This man has never heard a satire, I believe. For being a quote unquote satirical character, he's never heard a satire. At least I don't think so. Not only that, but in the confession, defendant doubled down on the false claims that the plaintiff had declined to comment to the oh my god. You see, I'm a broken record at this point, because how many times can I just say, that was a joke? It was obvious that was a joke. Like, you can only repeat that so many times before the audience starts getting mad at me. Not only but in the confession, the double down, false allegations. In doing so, the defendant left it open for the possibility that the plaintiff failure to address the joke allegations might mean perhaps that there is a kernel truth to the false accusations. Although the defendant's confession was a jailhouse lawyer attempt to immunizing himself from liability for defamation, in reality it constitutes conclusive evidence of his actual malice as the truth of the tweet. Plaintiff now brings action to recover actual compensatory and exemplary punitive damage against the defendant. And remember the joke accusation he shared against James Charles that was hashtag about something that made it an obvious joke. Wait, are you talking about are you talking about Keemstar, or are you talking about Deaf Noodles? Because I remember Deaf Noodles peddling a legit fake story, and he didn't, and like when people called him out on it being fake, he said, we here at Deaf Noodles will look into the story further to see if it's fake. Like, he didn't even admit that the story itself was fake. He was like, oh, don't worry, we'll look into it. But yeah, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. He has to prove here that Keemstar the Keemstar's one tweet resulted in a loss of income. He has to prove that. I don't think he can prove that, because like a defamation case, from my knowledge, is something very specific that you have to win. You have to prove that on top of it hurting your feelings, it actually caused you monetary loss, whether it was obviously lack of viewership in Deaf Noodles' case, or like your place of employment fired you over the fake things said about you. I don't think Deaf Noodles is gonna win this. Deaf Noodles had a thread that he shared a TikTok that was obviously fake accusations. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. And apparently he's suing Keemstar for what, $75,000, if I read that right. Suing Keemstar for $75,000 fucking dollars, which, by the way, I would imagine that's probably a drop in the bucket for Keem anyway. Not that I want him to lose, obviously not that I want him to lose a lawsuit, but really just $75,000 if I read that correctly. The girls were victims, which implied that wrongful conduct had in fact been committed against the girls by a plaintiff of a criminal, pedophilic, and sexual nature. These girls were scared of the plaintiff, suggesting that the plaintiff had threatened or coerced them into silence, and plaintiff had declined to comment on the very serious accusations lodged against him. Ordinary, reasonable readers of the tweet understood that the tweet to be stated as be saying these actual facts about the plaintiff, and the ordinary, reasonable reader would not read that these statements are hyperbolic or satire. Why? Was it because Keemstar didn't all cap it with a bunch of emojis? Yo, Keem taking those cat ears, yeah. This is gonna ruin what career Noodles has left. I agree. It's gonna ruin whatever this man has left. It's gonna completely annihilate it. I can't wait for Keemstar to take his play button. So yeah, he's saying, I mean, like, come on, a reasonable person would not believe that satire because he didn't have a bunch of all caps and emojis. I mean, that's how you tell something satire. Defendant, in fact, has admitted that he intended these conclusions, inferences, and impressions to be drawn from the tweet, claiming that he did so to mock plaintiff for allegedly making up fake pedophile accusations against others. In doing so, plaintiff admits that he intended / endorsed the impression that the tweet to be done what the plaintiff was accused of. He's making fun of you. He's making fun of you, motherfucker. He's making fun of you. Oh my god. Also admitted that he knew the defamatory statements in the tweet were false. This is so frustrating. It's so frustrating covering the Deaf Noodles thing because he always hides everything under a veil of comedy. But as soon as you bring up the fact that you're also doing comedy, he's like, well, that's not comedy because it's not my style of comedy. And only my style of comedy is valid because I studied comedy. Like, no, dude. Just because some crackhead in LA told you how you're supposed to be funny doesn't mean that's how all humor works, dude. Seriously. Anyway. Therefore, plaintiff Dennis Faitosa respectfully demands a judgment against defendant Daniel M. Keem, rewarding compensatory reputational damages in the amount to be proven at trial in excess of $75,000 plus interest, awarding mental health anguish damages in the amount to be proven at the trial in excess of $75,000 plus interest, awarding punitive damages for plaintiff's wrongful and malicious conduct, granting such others and further relief as the court deems proper, together with cost attorney fees and oh my god, so fucking stupid. Hang on, the camera is in the way of the chat, so I'm just gonna pop it out here. Just gonna pop it out so that way I can read it. He complains about people not understanding comedy, but then gatekeeps comedy and tells people how their comedy is wrong. Exactly. Yeah, it's infuriating. Nick prophecy is coming true. The Nick curse is real, people. Yeah, man, the Nick curse. The Nick curse. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you tweet out the motherfucking stream. The podcast is doing fantastic. Oh, what's this? He shared what? Oh, that's right. That's right. I wanted to go over this too. So if you guys remember, we covered a fellow named Cheeto a while back, and Aiden has had several problems with him as well. He got into a call with this lovely individual and recorded this little 1-minute clip for us. So let's take a listen.
People in his chat, after hearing him talking his shit about Vince for 5 minutes, after they say grab his IP address, dude, I don't know any of these hundreds of people. Who's to say they won't take it seriously?
So did they take it seriously?
What do you mean?
Did they take the threat seriously? Were you doxxed, Vince?
No.
Okay, so yeah, who's to say they won't take it seriously? The fucking facts of the matter will say they didn't take it seriously. Nobody doxed them.
So is it only bad when it actually happens? So is it only bad when it actually happens? Is it only bad when it actually happens? Is it only bad when it actually happens?
A few moments later.
Let me just get this straight. So the reason the IP joke is wrong is because there's a risk of somebody going after Vince, right? But this isn't wrong even if there's a risk of G Fuel dropping him. Did I get that straight?
Well, I said if G Fuel. Well, I also told him that if G Fuel drops. Well, first of all, yeah. So.
Wait, Yuki, what are you saying John no for? I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say anything bad. Thank you, Jay, for tweeting out the stream. Yes, we're having a fun, goofy time talking about stupid shite. We're having a good old goofy time. A good old goofy time. Bruh. What did I do, Kyung? What did I do? What wrong have I committed this time, Kyung? What did I do, Kyung? Also, fucking Keffels has been on a tirade yet again. She is claiming flamenco is a fascist. Yes, flamenco. The dude who has the dog as his VTuber avatar is a fascist, apparently. Yes, he's the. You did. Wait, what did I say? What Kyung, what did I say? What, I said motherfucker. Wait, what did I say, Kyung? I think you're gaslighting me, Kyung. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything bad. I think the other viewers in the audience can attest that I didn't say anything bad, Kyung. And if I did, it's going to be edited. And if I did, it's going to be edited out for the podcast episode. So it doesn't matter either way. But yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, I'm excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, I know there's a risk of the show not actually being about Obi-Wan, and it could be like some sort of like weird backdoor the Nick curse. Oh, Keffels had me blocked without interacting with me. She clearly is homophobic. Why else would she block me, right? Guys, we found a trans person who is homophobic. We did it, guys. We found the weak link. No, but seriously, fuck Keffels. Fuck Keffels. Well, don't actually fuck her, but you know she's insane. Well, yeah, but back to the subject at hand. I am really excited about Kenobi. I think this could be a really well done show. Cause we're getting an experienced actor back in the role, and I hope it's not just nostalgia bait. I'm hoping that they explore new sides of the character. Like, it would actually be really good to see how he's struggling with keeping the balance of the light, because we've always heard that, like, we always heard in like expanded material that Obi-Wan almost went insane with trying to keep a balance of the light side within himself while he was isolated for so long. Well, isolated in exile for so long, I should say, because obviously in this show, he's going to be interacting with other characters. Otherwise, the show really wouldn't work that well. He wasn't interacting with other characters, right? The Nick curse. Yeah, the Nick curse. Don't worry. I'm working with Nick, so let's hope the curse is to my benefit, okay? Some YouTuber, I'm reading this Augie tweet. Some YouTuber unfollowed me because I made a light joke at them on my show. Forever mad. Laugh. Oh my god, I'm wondering who it was. Who was the YouTuber? Who was the big YouTube? Who was the big YouTube, I wonder. I have not checked out the Halo show, but for everything from what I hear, yeah, it's not that good. Apparently it like craps all over the show, like just completely like takes a dump all over it, which I mean I'm not surprised by, because and apparently there's a scene where there's a scene where Master Chief has sex, and Cortana, his holographic companion, who is portrayed to be a woman, watches him. And like when I read that, and I'm just thinking, why? Why? What kind of like BS way is this to inject drama? Is it oh my god, are they gonna do like a storyline in this TV show where like Cortana becomes a real woman and then she falls in love with Master Chief? Is that what's gonna happen? I would love it if that's the case, because we all know like a mile away that's probably gonna be that's probably what's gonna be happening. And it's and the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. I mean, oh my god, you can't get more laughable than that. You really you can't, because it's just everything I've seen. Yeah, I don't think Amber really has much of a chance unless they got like some gotcha out of the bag that they have not revealed yet and they want to. I doubt that's gonna be the case. Like, imagine if like, hold on, I got you. You actually did this, Mr. Depp. People who made the show never played the games and don't care to. From what I heard, the last episode was Cortana take over Master Chief's body. Oh my god. Now you're gonna be the one getting cucked, Chief. Like what? That's so weird. What? I don't get what people I don't get what people say now. Like, people like I understand that like you can't replicate, especially like if you're replicating something from a movie to game or game to movie, it's you can't replicate everything, right? But why is it always like the weird story beats that always get messed up? Like, it's the little innocuous details that just make you mad enough to not want to participate in the medium. Why is that? Well, like people behind Hollywood, the people who do these TV shows are perfect at that. They're perfect at making you pissed from these little details that they just choose to forget about or not incorporate entirely. But yeah, guys, that was a solid 30 minutes of the show. I know that it wasn't that long of a podcast, but honestly, I rather have a podcast where I'm very talkative, I'm very on point, rather than like, oh, here's like 25 minutes of dead air in an hour long show, right? But yeah. Oh, guys, so we're almost at 1K. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok. Support the stream down below as well. And tonight, we are doing the show with Dead on Dave and Matt Pitt, the producer of Shot from the Point, on the Dead on Dave YouTube channel. So, if you want to, go check out Dead on Dave. This is Nerdy John signing out. Have a good one, guys.